Hello, my esteemed peers. This is David Bird for Donald Johnson's Section 1, Fundamentals of Physics, December 2014. Society tells us that video games are no good, and that society can teach us more than a video game can. I'd like to say that I disagree. I'd like to say that I disagree because society has its place. Video games, and more importantly, game designers, can be effective learning tools. I say this because I'm learning to be one. And I'll tell you, we need to know a lot of information over a lot of topics. Granted, some topics are more deeply ingrained than others, and others get used more than their equally valuable counterparts. But to name a few, we need to know art, science, algebra, logic, statistics, and physics. Physics is what I would like to talk to you about right now. Physics are at play in all of our lives. Some people don't notice it. However, for others, they are aware of it, working on them. In order for a game designer to successfully make a game, we must turn on a light if one is not on yet. This simple act uses force to move the switch up and down, and also creates a closed connection for electricity to flow. The resistor, or in other words, the light bulb, this is measured in watts, and it's just one of the many things listed in physics for that one act alone. Next, we must sit at our design station. In doing so, we are being pulled by gravity to our chairs. Next, we turn on our programs by way of moving the mouse or typing on the keyboard, and this creates force. And by happy circumstance, that also creates friction. While we are on the force, we are also breathing in and out, which is forcing oxygen in and carbon dioxide out. That was just a few of the physics our physical bodies do while in game design. In designing a game, we have to create a virtual world that is complete with light, gravity, motion, and sound, to name a couple of things that are governed by physics. In a first-person shooter, for instance, we have to use physics to create a virtual world that the player can use physics in. In it, we supply gravity so that the avatar can create friction to propel himself forward and not go flying off into space. In an open battle, we use force to raise the weapon or swipe out the arm in a melee maneuver on the invading counterpart. Next, we have to know lighting so that the gun can be aimed. Also, lighting will help gauge distance and whether or not the shot will be worth to take. Once the bullet is fired, the bullet will eventually fall due to the drop and flight over distance and gravity. And hopefully, gravity will also pull down your enemy. That, my friend, is only a few things that shows games are a learning tool. I hope you were able to see my point. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, play fair, but most importantly, never stop learning. Good night.